Making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners, welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. How are you today, May?
I'm doing really well, Jay. Actually, I just got back from a little walk outside, and it totally cleared my head. You know, sometimes you just need to take a break.
Oh, I love that. Take a break. Wait, May, did you just use the word take already?
I did. And honestly, Jay, that is exactly what today's episode is all about. The word take. One tiny word with so many surprising uses.
Okay, I have to say, when I first learned the word take, I thought it just meant like grabbing something, like take the book from the table.
Yes, that's what most people think. But today, we're going to show you 13, yes, 13 different ways native speakers use take every single day.
13? That's a lot. I'm already curious. Let's go.
But before we dive in, real quick, if this podcast is helping your English, please subscribe, turn on notifications, like this episode, and share it with a friend who's learning English too. It really means the world to us.
Yes, please do that. Every share helps another learner find us. Okay, May, I'm ready. Hit me with use number 1.
All right, so the first use is the one you already know. Take meaning to grab or pick up something physically. Like, can you take this bag for me? Or, she took the keys from the counter.
Simple enough? Can you give me a couple more so I really feel it?
Of course. He took the umbrella before leaving the house. Please take your jacket. It's cold outside. And the nurse took the patient's temperature.
Oh, that last one is interesting. Took the temperature. I never thought of it that way. Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2, take meaning to travel by something, like transportation. I take the bus to work every morning, or we took a taxi to the airport.
Oh, so you're using take to say how you travel somewhere. More examples?
Yes, she takes the subway every day. They took a train from Paris to London. I always take a bike when the weather's nice. And my favorite, we took a boat to the island and it was absolutely beautiful.
That sounds like a dream trip. Okay, what's number 3?
Number 3 is one of my favorites. Take time, meaning something requires time or needs patience. Learning a language takes time. Don't rush. Good things take time.
So, takes time means it's not fast. It needs patience. More examples?
Absolutely. Building real friendships takes time. Healing after a bad experience takes time. Becoming good at anything, cooking, drawing, speaking English, it all takes time. And here's a real one. Starting a new job always takes time to get comfortable.
That last one is so true. I felt that on my first week at a new job. Everything felt hard.
Exactly. And your mom or your teacher probably told you, be patient, it takes time. Now you know exactly what that means.
Love it. What's number 4?
Number 4, take a look. Native speakers say this constantly. Can you take a look at my email? Or let me take a look at your homework.
You mean like instead of just saying look, you say take a look? Why do we add take?
Great question. It just sounds more natural and polite. Look at this can sound sharp sometimes, but take a look feels softer, like an invitation. More examples. The doctor said, let me take a look at that. Can you take a look at this contract before I sign it? Take a look outside, it's snowing.
Oh, wow, that last one. Imagine waking up and someone says that to you. So exciting.
Right? And here's one more. I took a look at the menu and couldn't decide what to order. Super natural, super everyday.
I love how take a look makes everything feel friendlier. Okay, what's number 5?
Number 5, take a seat. You hear this in offices, classrooms, at events. Please take a seat. It means sit down, but much more politely.
You mean like when a boss says, "Please, take a seat," and suddenly you feel a little nervous.
Yes, that's the vibe exactly. But it's also used in friendly situations. Come in, take a seat anywhere you like. The teacher said, "Everyone, please take a seat. Class is starting." At the wedding, the host said, "Please take a seat and enjoy the evening."
Oh, okay, so take a seat can be warm and welcoming too, not always scary boss energy.
Exactly. It depends on the tone, but the phrase is always polite and professional sounding, way better than just saying, "sit down."
Yeah, sit down feels a little harsh. Okay, number 6.
Number 6, take a photo or take a picture. So common. Can you take a photo of us? I took so many pictures on my trip.
And this one's interesting because in some languages, you make a photo, but in English, you take it.
Yes, that's a really common mistake for learners. More examples. She took a photo of every meal she ate in Italy. Can you take a picture of me in front of this fountain? He took hundreds of photos at the concert. Don't forget to take a photo with your family before everyone leaves.
That last one is such a real-life reminder. How many times have we forgotten and regretted it later?
Every holiday, someone always forgets, and then we're all sad there's no photo. So take the photo, people.
Take the photo. Okay, number 7. What do you have?
Number 7, take medicine. This surprises a lot of learners. I need to take my medicine before bed. Did you take your vitamins today?
So you don't eat medicine in English, you take it.
Right. Always take. More examples. The doctor told him to take 2 tablets after every meal. She takes allergy medicine every spring. Don't forget to take your antibiotics, all of them, even if you feel better. He took a painkiller because he had a bad headache.
Oh, that last one, I've definitely been there. Headache at work and you just need to take something.
We've all been there. And just remember, in English, no matter what kind of medicine it is, you always take it.
Got it. Locked in. What's number 8?
Number 8, take care of. This one is so warm. She takes care of her little sister. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
This one feels like love, like someone is protecting another person.
Yes. More examples. He takes care of his elderly parents on weekends. My neighbor takes care of my cat when I travel. You need to take care of your health before anything else. Don't worry about the bill. I'll take care of it.
Oh, that last one is such a generous thing to say. I'll take care of it. It means you're handling everything.
Exactly. Whether it's a person, a problem, or a bill, I'll take care of it means you're responsible and they don't need to worry.
Beautiful. Okay, what's number 9?
Number 9, take part in. This means to participate or join something. She took part in the school competition. I want to take part in the discussion.
You mean like, instead of saying participate, you just say take part in? Much simpler.
Much simpler and more natural. More examples. Every student is encouraged to take part in class activities. He took part in a charity run last weekend. Our team took part in an international conference. I love taking part in cooking challenges, even when I lose.
That's very honest of you, May. But hey, taking part is what matters, right?
Always. Just showing up and taking part, that's already winning.
I love that. Okay, number 10.
Number 10, take a break. And yes, this is literally what I did before the podcast today. I need to take a break. Let's take a 5-minute break. It means stop for a little while and rest.
So take a break is not quitting. It's just pausing for a moment.
Exactly. More examples. After 3 hours of studying, you really should take a break. The team took a break during the long meeting. I take a short break every hour when I work from home. She told her son, take a break from your phone and go outside.
Every parent has said that last one.
Every single one. And honestly, it's good advice for all of us. Our brains work better when we take regular breaks.
Note to self, take more breaks. Okay, number 11.
Number 11, take a risk. Such a powerful phrase. She decided to take a risk and start her own business. Sometimes in life, you have to take a risk.
So, take a risk means doing something even though it might not work out, being brave enough to try.
Yes. More examples. He took a risk and moved to a new country alone. Taking a risk doesn't mean being careless, it means being brave. She took a risk by speaking English in front of everyone, and she did amazing. I took a risk on a new restaurant last night, and honestly, best decision ever.
That last one is the most relatable risk I've ever heard.
Sometimes the biggest risks in life are about food. But seriously, every learner in our audience is taking a risk every time they open their mouth in English. That is real courage.
That's so true. Don't forget that, everyone. You are brave. Okay, number 12.
Number 12, take it easy. Super casual and friendly. You can use it as advice or as a goodbye. Hey, take it easy. Don't stress so much. All right, take it easy, man.
So it means relax or see you later depending on the situation?
Exactly. More examples. The doctor told him to take it easy for a week after the surgery. Exams are over. Take it easy this weekend. After a big argument, she said, "Hey, let's all just take it easy." And as a goodbye, "All right, I'm heading out. Take it easy, everyone."
I feel like take it easy is one of those phrases that just makes everyone feel calmer when they hear it.
It really does. It's like a little verbal hug. Friendly, warm, relaxed. Very American English energy.
A verbal hug. I love that. Okay, last one. Number 13. What did you save for us?
Okay, number 13, and I saved the deepest one for last. Take for granted. Don't take your health for granted. We often take the people we love for granted.
You mean like we stop appreciating something because we think it'll always be there?
Exactly. More examples. We take clean water for granted until there's no water at home. Many people take their eyesight for granted until they have a problem. Don't take a good friend for granted. Not everyone has one. I used to take sleep for granted until I had a really busy month and couldn't sleep properly.
That last one hit me. We really don't appreciate sleep until we lose it.
Right. And here's the big thought. A lot of people take their ability to speak their first language for granted. They never had to study it. But our listeners, they work hard every single day. That is something special.
Seriously, don't take your English journey for granted, everyone. You're making real progress, and you should be proud.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's do a quick run-through because 13 uses is a lot. Imagine you're telling a friend about your day. Ready?
Ready. Let's hear it.
This morning, I took the bus to work. I took a coffee from the shop, took a photo of the sunrise, and took my vitamins. Then I took part in a long meeting, took a break at noon, and took a look at my emails.
Wait, you just used take like 7 times in one tiny story, and it all sounded completely normal.
That's the magic of take. And then, at the end of the day, I took care of my family, took a risk on a new recipe for dinner, told everyone to take it easy, and reminded myself not to take any of this for granted.
13 uses, one tiny word, and now I feel so much more confident using take naturally.
That's the goal. We don't want you to memorize lists. We want you to see how these phrases live inside real everyday moments.
Okay, let's list them one final time, fast and clean.
Let's go. Take something, grab it physically. Take the bus, use transportation. Take time, needs patience. Take a look, check something. Take a seat, sit down politely. Take a photo, capture a moment. Take medicine, swallow a pill or tablet. Take care of, look after someone or something. Take part in, join or participate. Take a break, stop and rest. Take a risk, be brave and try. Take it easy, relax, or a warm goodbye. And take for granted, stop appreciating something valuable.
13 uses, one tiny word, and now I feel so much more confident using take naturally.
That's exactly how we want you to feel. Confident, not confused. Language is not about memorizing rules. It's about feeling how words live in real life.
The rhythm of real life. I love that. Okay, here's our challenge to you, dear listener.
Tomorrow, just try to use 3 of these take phrases in a real conversation, a text message, or even talking to yourself at home. You will be surprised how natural it starts to feel.
Start small. 3 phrases. You can absolutely do it. And we want to hear from you.
Yes, leave a comment below and tell us which use of take surprised you the most today. Was it take for granted, take a risk, or maybe take medicine because you used to say eat medicine?
No judgment at all. A lot of us did that. Drop your answer in the comments. We read every single one.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, like, and share it with one friend who's working on their English. You might be the reason they find their confidence today.
That's the best reason to share. Thank you so much for being here with us today, everyone.
We'll be back tomorrow with another fun, useful episode. Until then, take care, take it easy, and never ever take your English journey for granted.
She said it perfectly. Bye, everyone.
Bye. See you tomorrow.